Hi children, do you like to listen a story? Today we will learn a story in this lesson. Before going to the lesson, we will start with something. Welcome to the 9th standard second language English. 3 questions written by Count Leo Tolstoy. Before going to the lesson, we will start with an activity. What is the activity? What is this children? This is WH word, a graphic image. What are there? Yes, very good. There are WH words. What are they? Who, whom, what, when, where, how. Very good. These are all WH words. Why do we use these words? Very good. We use these words to ask questions. We ask questions using these WH words. Okay, we will start an activity. Write questions. What are the questions you can ask with your friends? Can you? Very good. Yes. Yes. How is that? Very good. Then, what are you doing? Yes, very good. Then, what do you think about that? Yes, very good. Then, what is your aim in your life? Yes, these are the questions we will ask with your friends. Yes. Then, what are the questions asked by the doctor? Yes. What's your name? In the beginning, the doctor asks, what's your name? Next, what happened to you? Really, very good. Then, how are you now? After some time when we visit, the doctor asks, how are you now? Yes. Now, move to the next situation, teacher and student. Now, you are missing this one. What are the questions the teacher asks to you? Yes. What is this? Very good. Then, why are you late? The teacher asks in your classroom. Then, where is your assignment? These are the different questions, different situations. Next, why do we ask questions? Why do we ask questions? Very good. To get information, to get confirmation, to get better understanding on the topic, to interrogate someone, to know the truth. Yes, to clarify our doubts. Let us begin our story, the 3 questions. The 3 questions is written by the famous Russian novelist Count Leo Tolstoy. He is the Russian novelist and moral philosopher. He ranks as one of the world's greatest writers. His ability to weave stories, narrative capabilities are appreciated even today. Yes, Tolstoy is very famous for his narrative capability. You will know when you learn in this lesson. Then, what is this? War and Peace. This is the famous novel written by Count Leo Tolstoy. What is the speciality of this book? War and Peace has been hailed as the greatest novel ever written by Russian author Leo Tolstoy. It is regarded as one of the Tolstoy's finest literary achievements and remains a classic of world literature. The 3 questions. What is in the image? Yes, very good. There is a king. What he is doing? Thinking. Very good. There was a king. He wanted to know something. What is that? The thought came to a certain king that he would never fail if he knew 3 things. He wanted to know 3 things. What are they? First one, what is the right time to begin something? Second one, who should a king listen to? What is the most important thing for a king to do? The king wanted to know the answer for these questions. The king sent messengers throughout his kingdom, promising a large sum of money to anyone who would answer these 3 questions. The king sent his messengers. Then, what happened? Good. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered questions differently. In reply to the first question, what is the first question? What is the right time to begin something? Very good. What was the reply? Yes, the king must prepare a timetable and follow it strictly. Is it possible to follow a timetable every day, every time? No, it is not possible, because we can't predict the future things. So, the king didn't accept this. Then the king must have a council of wise men to help him act at the right time. Next, the king must look into the future to know the right time. So, the king would have to go to the magicians. Magicians can help him to take the right decision at the right time. This is the first question and the answers by the many wise men. Now, we will move to the second question. What is the second question? Who should a king listen to? Yes, first one, people. Yes, people are very important. But what about the counselors? The counselors would help to the king. They are also very important. Then, yes, very good, priests. They will conduct religious worships. They are also very important. So, the king should listen the priest. Then, the doctors. Nowadays, doctors are very important. The king must have doctors and he must listen to the doctors, because doctors would cure the illness of the people and also the king. So, doctors are the very important. So, the king should listen to the doctors. Soldiers. Yes, soldiers are also very important. They could fight with the enemies. These are the answers given by the wise man. Next, we will move to the third question. What is the third question? Yes, very good. What is the most important thing for a king to do? Very good. Attack. The king should attack to the enemies. That is also important. Then, fight. This is also very important. Next, very good. Religious worship. This is also very important. These are the important things. So, the king consider these are all the most important thing he should do in his life. Yes, the answers were given by the wise men are totally different. So, he decided to take someone's help. He was worried. See, the king was not satisfied by the answers of wise men. So, he decided to seek the advice of a hermit. Hermit is a wise man who was living a simple life. Yes, what happened? The hermit was living in a hut. Then the king dressed like an ordinary man. The king put on ordinary clothes. He left his horse with his bodyguards and he went alone to meet. Very good. Hermit. What he is doing? Yes, the hermit was digging the ground. He was digging the ground. When the king went to meet the hermit was digging the ground. Then, when the king reached the hermit greeted the king. He continued his digging. Did the hermit identify the king? We will know later. There was a conversation between the king and the hermit. What was the conversation? The king said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask to you answer my 3 questions. He repeated the questions. What are the questions? Yes, very good. What is the right time to begin something? Who should a king listen to? What is the most important thing for a king to do? He repeated the questions to the hermit. What did the hermit do? He didn't speak anything. You are tired. Let me take the spade and work in your place, said the king. The king said, you may be tired. Give me the spade, I will work instead of you. Then the hermit handed over the Yes, paid to the king and said thanks. Then what happened? Yes, the king had dug 2 beds. He stopped and repeated the questions, but the hermit gave no answer. 1 hour passed, then another. The king was waiting to get the answers. What would happen? Yes, the sun went down behind the trees. It was getting dark. Yes, at last the king stuck the spade and repeated the thing. What is that? I come to you, wise man, to get answer to my questions. If you can give no answer, tell me so. I will return home. Please give me answer to my questions. I want answer. Please answer my questions. Yes. What was the reply? No, the hermit didn't reply to the king. By that time, what happened? Here comes someone running. Someone was running towards the king. What happened? Yes, see, someone is running towards them. Yes, children, you should think about this. What will happen in the story? And does the king get answer to his questions? Who will answer to the question? You should think and refer to the textbook. You should. Now, let us know the glossary words. Yes, messenger. Messenger. What is the meaning of messenger? A person who carries a message. Yeah. Nowadays, we have postman. Yeah. Postman works like a messenger. Next one. Council. What is the meaning of council? A group of people chosen to advise. A group of people who work to help someone. The city council helps to maintain cleanliness in our city. Yes. The next one. Hermit. What is the meaning of hermit? Very good. A person who lives alone and leads a simple life. Yes. Do you know about sadhus? Yes. Sadhus live like a hermit. Next one. Beds. What is the meaning of beds? A small patches of ground for plants. You know beds we use to sleep. That is the another meaning of that bed. Beds means a small patches of ground for plants. Next, we dig beds to plant saplings. Yes. Next one. Spade. Very good. Tool for digging. Spade is very useful to work in our land. What thought came to the king? Yeah, very good. Yeah, the thought came to the king that he would never fail if he knew 3 things. The 3 things are the most important time to begin something, who should a king listen to, what is the most important thing for a king to do. These are the most important thing. The king wanted to know the answers. Then, what were the answers given by the wise men? Yes, these are questions and the replies given by the wise man. Yes. First question, what is the right time to begin something? Some said the king should prepare a timetable. The other said, as the king must have a council of wise men. Yet others said, yes, the king must look into the future, so he should consult a magicians. Very good. To the second question, yes, some said he must have counselors. The others said, yes, priests and doctors were very important. Then at last, 8 others said soldiers are very important. The king must listen these people. In reply to the third question, yes, the king must attack, fight a religious worship. Yes, these are all the answers given by Yes, very good. Many wise men. But the king was not satisfied by these answers. Very good. Next. Yeah. Who did the king decide to seek advice from? Why? Yes. Who did the king meet? Very good. That king decided to seek advice from the hermit because he was widely known for his wisdom. Yes. Next, move to the extract questions. I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer my questions. What are the questions? Who is the speaker? I have come to you. Who said this? Very good. The king said this. Then, who is you referred to? Yes, you refer to the hermit or the wise man. Now, how did the wise man reply to this? The wise man gave no answer. Very good. These are the extract questions. Then, let me take the spade and work in your place. Very good. Who does me here? Here me means the king. Very good. The king. Next, the second question. Why did the king take the spade? Yes, because the hermit was looking so tired. He was looking so tired. So, the king took the spade and worked in his place. Then, what is the work mentioned here? Yes, very good. Digging the ground. He was digging the ground. Next, voices. Yeah, there are two types, active and passive voice. Yes, in the active voice, the subject is important. In the passive voice, the object is important. Let us know some examples. Yes, here is Ravi plays football every day. This is the first sentence. Here, Ravi is the subject. Then, plays is a verb, verb 1 present form. Then, football is an object. Yes, football is an object. How can we change this sentence into passive form? We must change the object into subject place. What is the object here? Football. Yes, very good. Change that one. Yes, very good. Football. Next is. Why should we use is here? Yes, you must know this one. Dear children, see this. Football is a singular noun. Football is singular noun. Yes, it's okay. But we should consider the verb also. What is the verb? In the active voice, place is there. The verb place is a present form. So, we should use is because football is singular, the verb place is verb 1 form. So, we should use is. In the time of third person singulars, we should use is only in the present tense format. Yes, football is played. The verb changes into verb 3 form. So, we should use the verb 3 form, past participle form of the given verb. So, the verb place changes into played. Football is played. By preposition, we should add in the passive form. So, now the sentence is football is played by Ravi. The subject place in the active voice comes to the object place in the passive voice. The praise every day is followed by Ravi. This is the sentence we should change. Now, let us know many more examples. We celebrate my friend birthday. Here, we is very good subject. Celebrate is verb. Next, my friend birthday is an object. Now, change the object into subject place. Which is the object here? My friend birthday. My friend birthday comes to the subject place. Then, my friend birthday, that is singular noun. Celebrate is present form. Very good. The verb celebrate is present form. My friend birthday is singular noun. So, we should use is only. Very good. My friend birthday is verb 1 changes into verb 3 form. celebrated by us. Oh, why should we use us? Let us know. These are the changes we should follow from active to passive voice. Changes from active voice to passive voice. I changes into me, we, us. You remains the same. He into him, she into her. It remains the same. They, them. Let us practice many more examples. Let's try some more examples now. Here is the sentence. I write letter, very simple sentence. Yes, I subject, write is verb and letter is an object. Nan, very good. Object into subject place a letter. A letter is singular form, write is present form. We should use is because that is third person singular. Is the verb 1 changes into verb 3 form, that is written. Write, wrote, written. Write is present form, wrote is past form, written is past participle form. Then preposition by is there. Then I changes into me, as we already discussed. I changes into me. Then you should remember this one. If the verb 1 given in the active voice, in the passive voice, we should use this formula to change active voice to passive voice. If it is the subject I, we should use am. If it is the third person singular, we should use is. If it is plural, we should use are. Then verb 1 or verb 2 changes into verb 3. Here, yes, what is there? The verb 1 given in the sentence, I write a letter. Yes, observe there. I write a letter. Verb 1 is given, write is verb 1. So, we should use is only. Very good. Is we have used a letter, third person singular, write verb 1. So, we have used is. Then the verb write changes into verb 3, that is written. By preposition we have added yes, that is very good. Then we write letters. Here we is subject, write is a verb, letters is an object. Now it's very easy sentence, you can change easily. Yeah, you should follow the formula. Verb 1 is given. Yes, am, is, are, any one of them you should use. Then verb 3, letters, plural noun. Remember this, letters is plural noun, we should use are only. Good, we should use are. Letters are. Then write changes into past participle form, a verb 3 form, that is written. Now we should add by preposition and we changes into us. Very good, follow this. Then yes, I wrote a letter. Yes, I is subject, wrote is a verb. Very good, wrote is a verb, but it is verb 2 form. Remember this, write is verb 1 form, wrote is verb 2 form. Remember this, very good. I wrote a letter. Letter is an object. Now object into subject place. A letter is third person singular. Yes, in the first sentence we have used verb 1, but here wrote is verb 2 form. So we have used was. Yes, a letter was written by me. I changes into me. What are the changes we should observe here? If the verb 2 is given, we should use was or were. If the verb 2 is given, we should use was or were plus verb 3 form of the given verb. Got it? Here we have used was. Why? It is because a letter is a singular. So, we have used verb only. If it is plural form, we should use verb only. Very good. Then we should use the verb 3 form. Then we wrote letters. This is the example. Now, subject is we, yes, wrote is a verb, letters is an object. Now, change, yes, object into subject place, letters. Yes, should remember this. If the verb 2 is given, you should follow this one. Was a verb plus verb 3. What should we use here? Letters is plural in the first sentence, letter singular form, but here letters plural noun. So, we should use, yeah, very good. Letters were written by us. Letters is a plural noun. You should remember this. Letter singular, letters plural. So, we should use letters were written by us, because wrote is verb 2 form. In the verb 2 form, we should use the formula verb 2 changes into was a verb plus verb 3. These are the changes you should follow when you want to change the active voice sentence into passive voice. Now, yes, the king asked questions to the hermit. This question is related to the lesson. The king asked questions to the hermit. Here the subject is, yeah, the king. Very good. The king is subject. Asked is a verb. Very good. Asked is a verb. Next, object questions. Yes, the king asked questions to the hermit. Follow this formula. Verb 2 changes into was or verb form plus verb 3. Yes, can you change this one? Very good. Yes, you are doing. Yes. Let us know. Questions, plural form is there. So, we should use were plus verb 3 form. If the verb 2 is given, we should change was a verb plus verb 3. Here questions, the word is a plural noun. So, we have used were here. We have used were. So, questions were asked by the king to the hermit. Very good. Now, you are familiar how to change simple present and past form into passive voice, active to passive voice. Very good. Now, this is your home assignment. Take down. Answer the following extract. If you can give no answer, tell me so. Who is me referred to? These are the questions. Who is me referred to? Why did he want answer? Where was the speaker? Very good. Yes, the second question, change into passive voice. The first sentence is, I want answers to my questions. Next, the second one, hermit helps the king to get the answers. Dear children, you should remember one thing. In your textbook, at the page number 31, on the top of right corner of the textbook, there is a QR code. There are some questions and some examples related to the lesson. Scan the QR code and Diksha app will be opened. There are some questions. You should write down the answer and submit your English teacher.